I'm starting off this video and I'm just going to say this. When it comes to really having a fitness routine or like a skincare routine, you can't have one without the other. And I wanted to bring this to your attention because when it comes to having a fitness routine, you need to know the outfits that you're wearing, and you wear an outfit like 2 to 3 times. Let me get into this video. When it comes to really having a fitness routine, you need to know the exercises that you're planning to do. For example, you could be working on chest, you can be working on shoulders, biceps, triceps, and maybe if you want abs as well, you're more likely to show off your abs during the summer. But during the winter, you just need to work on your abs as well. But when it comes to really fitness, you don't want to forget your legs and you don't want to neglect your legs. If you are aiming to progress, where you want to increase your endurance, you want to increase your strength, this will help you to improve all parts of your body, and it will make your body feel like you're having more energy, you have more motivation, and because as well you're working to progress and you're working to increase your muscle, then you're more likely to do it over time. And that's what a fitness routine is really about, because it's really about repetition. But let me just say this, when you're wearing an outfit, you want to wear an outfit like 2-3 times, and that way you're washing that outfit as often as you can. And then whenever you're going to the gym, it makes you feel fresh. It's really hard to have clear skin if sweat starts to build up. And I'm sorry that you're picturing this right now, but when it comes to really sweating, you have to make sure that the clothes you're wearing, you're at least washing it. That way it can feel fresh whenever you're going back to the gym or going to exercise in general. And I wanted to say, by having a fitness routine, it also comes down to really your diet. And diet is something that I'm going to keep talking about. Because for example, you could do all the exercise that you want to do, but then if your diet is bad and it's not tracked, it's not managed, and because things that aren't managed, it goes out of control. You can control the weight that you're lifting, you can control the effort that you put in, and you just need to focus on where you are and where you want to be. When it comes to really fitness, it's not about rushing everything to the last minute. It's really about making the most of your time, because everyone has a limited time and everyone has the same 24 hours. And that's why when it comes to really fitness, it can be the first thing that you do in the morning or the last thing that you do at night. And the reason why I make it a big deal about having a fitness routine is because a fitness routine is something that you can control. And for example, you just want to be able to do more in your day. And that's why when it comes to really fitness, it boosts your motivation, it makes you disciplined. Because for example, if you're not disciplined in your fitness and you can't keep in shape, not only do you not get respected by other people, but you also don't respect yourself because you're choosing to not be as fit as possible. And that's what I wanted to say, because anyone can learn to be fit, but it really depends on how long you want to do it. And it really depends on the effort that you put in. And I was going to say, everyone may be at different stages, but it's really important to just make a start on fitness, because you can start at any time and it's never really too late for anyone. I was going to say, the reason why I'm talking about a fitness routine and why I choose to stick with it is because it wasn't always the case. And the thing is, your environment, and also as well, it's not just your environment, but it's also the choices that you make every single day. I think this video is, I don't know what to say, it's just becoming, and that's really another thing about fitness. It's because, I wasn't going to say this, but I'll just say it now. When it comes to really having a fitness routine, it's only so that you have things that you're doing at a certain amount of time. And the thing is, there'll be ups, there'll be downs. And even now, while I'm trying to film this video, it's like my new tripod, it just makes my phone keep falling over. And that's the thing, because you have to choose to just push forward. And that's what I wanted to say about a fitness routine. Because all you can do is control where you are and just put more effort in. You could easily have 2 big meals or 3 small meals. And if you want your meals to seem really big, you can just fill up the plate. And that way, because you're filling up the plate, it looks big. But that's why as well, you have to make sure that you're controlling your portion sizes. And that's really important, but I can talk more about that in another video. The aim of fitness is just to choose foods that you like, to track the calories, and to make sure that you cook something that is easy to cook. And I know everyone is busy, but when it comes to really fitness, you don't want to get too busy where you don't do anything fitness related at all. And when it comes to really fitness, you just have to realize that it's something that you have to do. And it's like what I said earlier, because it's a non-negotiable. And you just have to focus on being disciplined in your fitness, and then it will just make you more disciplined in other areas naturally. And now I'm going to move on to like a skincare routine, because when it comes to really a skincare routine, you need to know foods that will make you break out, and you need to know foods that when you eat it, you may like it, but then afterwards, your skin's not really the best. And you have to ask yourself this big question. When it comes to really eating foods or having a drink, do you want to be feeling like this all the time? Or do you want to be able to control that and prevent it as much as possible? Because when it comes to really diet, you have to realize what you eat on the inside, it will show on the outside. And that's what I wanted to make super clear, because if you're eating these foods that make you break out, it could be dairy where you're like breaking out every second, or it could be carbohydrates which lower your energy. But that's why if you're not going to give it up completely, to at least reduce it. And that's what I wanted to say about a skincare routine, because it's not just about applying products on your face, but it's really about what you're eating as well and what you're really drinking. And if I was to tell myself this years ago, I wouldn't be talking about this now, which is really crazy. And the thing is, it's not just washing your face, but you just have to see what products work for you. Because I don't want to recommend a product and it doesn't work for you. But if you want to know what products I use, you can comment it down below, or you can just like send me a message on Instagram and then I'll tell you what products I use. And it's not really that many, it's just like 1 or 2 at the moment. But it's really about how you wash your face. You change your pillowcase as well, because that's another important thing. And then also as well, if you have heat rash, it's not really summer now, but you get what I mean, where it can become too hot. And then you're always wearing these like heavy layers, you're wearing hoodies, you're wearing like jogging bottoms in summer. And I can relate as well, because I've done that before. I'm basically learning one day at a time, just like you. But here is what I'm going to say about a skincare routine. Because when it comes to a skincare routine, you just need to avoid touching your face. And it may sound simple, but when you're bored, do you get the temptation to just like touch your face, to touch your hair? And that's another thing that I'm going to say as well. Because if you do have hair, you have to realize the products that you put in your hair, it can just drip down on your face. And that's not what you want. This is really the last point that I'm going to say. And you may be watching this video and just thinking that I haven't said anything about a skincare routine. But I'm hoping that this video helps you in some way. And like I said, I'm not an expert, but you can just take my words with a grain of salt. But then also as well, you just need to realize that is there a healthier alternative to the food that you like? Like for example, let's say you like pizza. Instead of having a cheese pizza, you can have a vegan pizza. And another example, which is related to drinks, instead of having a milkshake, you can have a smoothie. And yeah, that's all I got to say. And if you're new, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in another video.